ASL Prime League.
Welcome to Match 2 of tonight's Round Robin for ASL Season 5 Prime League Legacy of the Void. Here we are at the moment in Group G, second match of the night. Player in the bottom right-hand corner, the green Protoss, hailing from Romania and representing Neurosoft, it is NightEnD.
And then up here on the top left, and a departure from his usual style, going hatch first? Can it really be him? It's the red Zerg player, NoregreT.
Oh yeah, NoregreT showing us he can switch it up, but really, yes, there's stuff that can come out of the Protoss player that early, but honestly, hatch first is good. But he's gonna take it to a new extreme, Trigonal. Do the 3 hatch even before pool. There's the extractor, and I assume pool pretty soon after it. And I mean, we'll just have to see if this works out well. There's a lot of things at first when I look at it, I'm like, that won't work. But that's in the heart of the swarm mindset. Because of the early worker boost and all that, there are a lot of things that they're actually decently safe to do.
Yeah, for sure. It's ends up being not that much of an investment by not that much of a risk by NoregreT. There are a couple of things you can do to punish it, but you kind of have to have prepared to punish a 3 hatch build pretty early on, and I don't know if NightEnD is ready for that. Maybe if he had like chronoed out a couple of zealots. I don't know how quickly you can chrono out zealots with the chrono.
I am not sure either, but it's not going to be a zealot. It's going to be an adept from NightEnD, and right off the bat, NightEnD does do double assimilator 3 in each, and I assume it's going to be an adept push, something of the sort. NoregreT actually is going spawning pool, and then you did see that Evo chamber. There's the +1 for Lings, and I've seen him do this 3 or 4 separate times. I can't remember where. I actually think I saw him at WCS Toronto do this a few times, him trying out this build. Obviously, different macro mechanics and everything, but still, he is very well seasoned and trained with this 3 hatch Ling build. Yeah,
for sure, and it's always fun to see those really early upgrades +1 melee builds. He's definitely going to be able to threaten third bases for NightEnD twice put down quite well, but NightEnD, he's going for a pylon rush. The mothership core is inbound, and if he gets floating overcharged on a couple of these pylons, it'll be very, very threatening towards this hatchery. They finished up a lot faster than cans as well, and now one of them's done. Floating overcharge on that. Second finishes up, and NightEnD pumps that down. He's going to be putting out so much damage onto this hatchery. Oh, actually, yeah. Only one of them.
Only one. Yeah. Only one for now, but still, it's gonna be a little bit annoying into that third base. But then again, there were 4 pylons committed to. As NoregreT tries to kill it, I think NoregreT, honestly, maybe he loses the third, but that doesn't matter because +1 Lings, metabolic boost, that's an aggressive force, especially when your opponent does not have a wall, doesn't have anything. There's an adept, there's a wall trying to start, but I don't think it's going to be in time, no.
Yeah, and these may be slow Lings, but there's plenty of them. NightEnD actually with a big pro pool. He gets decent surround there, but the extra Lings come in and have the wraparound. This is tons of Lings. So many probes are going to go down here for NightEnD. They've got a good position now. And now they get on top of the Adept as well. One of them is going to be taken out. The other one has come in, but already 10 probes have gone down. 11, their numbers keep on falling. And now Speed's just about to finish up. Melee attacks just about to finish up as well. And NoregreT's in the base. He's got a surround on this Adept as well. That's no escaping.
Gateway is done, but still those gates are nowhere near done to warp in with that 2-second warp in. And probes are being pulled to natural. Until now, actually, NightEnD was ahead in workers, but that's not going to matter anymore. 16 more Lings are on the way. NoregreT is 100% committed to this, and it's working out. Finally, we're seeing NightEnD be able to warp in some units, but NoregreT smells blood, and he wants to move on to the round of 16.
He absolutely does. He can fight in range of these couple of floating overcharges, but you know what? He can also not. He's going to take down one of these pylons, reducing the threat of that floating overcharge, and he gets the surround on those 2 Adepts. Just one of them. Doesn't want to extend too far into the double floating overcharge. It'll wear off pretty shortly, but that one pylon is not going to stand up to all these Lings. And no matter how good Adepts are, +1 Lings this early in the game, are such a threat in these huge numbers, and they get the surround. They're going to kill off all these adepts in seconds.
Those adepts, when they have the kite, when they can move back, they do some damage. But GG, NoregreT takes game 1. Welcome back, guys.
Everyone, welcome back. Down here in the bottom right, we got our green Protoss player. It is NightEnD.
And his opponent on the left-hand side of the map, currently up 1-0, the red Zerg player, NoregreT.
Yeah, NightEnd's. He's got a probe sneaking around here. Could be going for
but NoregreT.
NoregreT. Going for some sneaky shenanigans of his own. You know what, Bridgehead, everyone says, oh, Bridgehead's the proxy hatcheries, crazy imber. There's no, like, it's just good strategy. Everyone does it all the time. But the thing is, because of that, everyone expects it. And so it kind of fell out of favor shortly after Bridgehead was released. And I'm not sure if NightEnD is actually going to scout for it.
Only now is his first probe going into the main. For a while, it was looking to deny a third base or a natural base in the third base for NoregreT. And now it's going to be a little bit confused. The spawning pool is not quick enough for some push, and I think NightEnD knows there's got to be a proxy somewhere. I commented on this, or I said this, I think, earlier to you, Trigonal. I played a game on this map like an hour ago, where it was the exact opposite of Protoss proxied me in that position. And I was kind of like, I don't know what you're doing. I guess I'll just make roaches? Yeah. But just had to say that it's such an awkward position. Oh,
yeah,
there's the probe going to it.
I think NightEnd's probably figured out moving that probe in and seeing the pool timing. But NoregreT sending a couple of drones across the map. Yeah, here we go. The returning scout probe. It does see this. Couple drones coming across the map from NoregreT are going to become spine crawls and start hammering away at these back rocks. But NightEnD recently an update, or relatively recently an update to this map, did actually move these vision blockers 1 hex back. So now these lings can actually be attacked from the other side of the map without some flying vision or another unit in the vision blocker. So when NightEnD gets these couple adepts out, they are going to be able to start poking away at the lings. But still, these rocks die relatively quickly. Like, they'll be dead fairly soon to 3 lings, a queen, hammering away at them, especially if 2 spine crawlers get added in. But looks like NoregreT's actually just mining at the minute.
Yep, just mining right there. It'll be a fantastic springboard into the main of NightEnD. Not only that, but it did deny the natural base of NightEnD. He canceled that and added on a couple gates. So we'll see how that pans out. Just to note, at the front of NightEnd's base, he does have a wall, but not a full wall off, nothing like that. So if the lings decide to maybe pull out, maybe lings go to the front, there's nothing blocking it in. For now, all the lings, though, look like they'll be going for the rocks. The adepts there, but the queens themselves also start hammering away. And the second queen wants to get a little bit better angle, maybe. But for now, looks like NoregreT is just going to keep working away. 4 roaches are on the way.
Yeah, he can dance these lings in when he gets the opportunity. NightEnD, though, quick step forward, the adept takes out 2 of the lings. And the queen takes ages to break through these rocks with their 2 attacks. But the roaches are going to smash them down very, very quickly. But then we'll see whether NightEnd's defenses, pumping out all these adepts, will have been enough.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they fare. Adepts are pretty good, but we'll see how the micro goes. The only thing complementing, though, is this mothership core. And if the rocks go down, there's no pylons directly behind them. There's no photon overcharge, so I think NightEnD probably will have to retreat back into his main, which will really be an intense loss of ground, especially when these creep tumors are ready to go to the other side. Now that the roaches are here, these rocks are going to go down quickly. NightEnD knows that they're there, but doesn't have that much to defend because he's on the aggression.
Yeah, and NoregreT surges in with the lings. If he can get a surround, he might be able to trap the unit. He does trap the units. Nice surround on the lings. The ghosts get out, though, and NightEnD should be able to save a few of these adepts, but he does lose only 1 of them, actually, before they get out, but loses all the shields on most of them and a decent bit of health. But these pylons have been very well positioned, and NightEnD has photon overcharges for days on this mothership core.
Yeah, but over here at NoregreT's base, 5 workers killed, but also that queen was sniped, so almost, I don't know exactly the numbers on it, but decent amount of NoregreT's production is gone, and he's sending the Lings back, keeping the roaches on the other side of the map, though. And now that NoregreT's got a foothold in his opponent's base, it's just, I mean, how much, it's really right here, NightEnD, he's got to kill as much as he can right here, and he may actually be able to do that. He's got enough adepts here to make it work.
Yeah, a lot of these drones are going to go down. Adept focusing them down. 17 drones lost here by NoregreT. And I'm not sure he's even got enough to clean up these last 3 adepts. Yeah, they're going to take down the roaches. NoregreT only has 1 worker left in his main. And he has 7 across the map. But that is really just not enough. Yeah, NightEnD doesn't even lose an adept as that roach gets cleaned up. So I think NoregreT's just going to have to abandon his main.
Yeah, I think he will, and that will be an abandonment of the spawning pool in Roach War, and obviously it's for a while, but for now, NoregreT still, he's got the production, not making anything at the moment, and just putting everything into this micro. We'll see how it works out. There is the one Ravager, but I don't know if that's enough, maybe to try to push back the Adepts, but at this point, the Adepts have reached the critical mass. Currently, there are 19 out on the field and 16 here. Nope, there's the cancel. Beautiful. I'd love to see NightEnD get like a robo off the back of this something, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, well, the thing is, NightEnD is actually still stuck on 1 base, and it's going to start mining out fairly soon. So he does have to be a little careful. Takes a hit from the
about
Ravager
2 minutes.
There. Oh, the Ravager gets stepped a little too far forward. It's going to go down to the Photon Overcharge, and now NightEnD gets complete surround on this force from NoregreT. It's got enough to take it down, and GG. NightEnD takes game 2.
Welcome to game 3 of this best of 3, guys. Here in the top right-hand corner of Ruins of Saras, it is the green Protoss player, NightEnD, hailing from Romania.
Yes, indeed, and that will make this player down here in the bottom right. The red Zerg player, it is NoregreT. And he is 1 game away from advancing to round 16. NightEnD, though, I think he's trying to put on some aggression, going for a double probe scout out here.
Yeah, or, I mean, we have seen NoregreT do a lot of aggression, but that wasn't ZVZ.
True.
I think it's probably more NightEnD does want to be aggressive generally as a Protoss player, even if you're worried. All that means is you send out a probe like right after your pylon, I guess. Don't know what it would be in Legacy of the Void, but relatively quickly. And is that me lagging out in the game? Oh, no regret.
Oh, well, no regret. Oh, he's got a big heart.
Oh, the heart was canceled, though. NightEnD, though, does get the scout, and these spawn positions do favor the Zerg, at least with the scout, as long as your opponent is not being crazy with the probes. For now, though, NightEnD gets off his scout and will, I think, see the 3 hatch before pool. He saw the drone moving down to the 3rd, but that was right when NoregreT lagged out, so I don't know.
From seeing nothing in the main at this time, he'll know the minerals must have been spent in the 3rd hatch, so he should have a pretty good idea of what's going on. But yeah, NightEnd's, I don't know what he's going to do. He's keeping one of those probes out on the map, just holding that watchtower. But he's not really going to do anything towards this 3rd hatch, and he has actually already put down his natural nexus. So I don't know. I think you're right. I think he was just a little worried about the possibility of an early pool come out of NoregreT. So that's why he sent the extra probe out to scout. Ruins of Saras is a big map, so I can respect that.
Yeah, definitely respect it on one of the largest maps in the map pool. Actually, just one of the largest maps in general. Ruins of Saras is huge, but one thing that I pointed out in Game 2, which was the previous game, is as Protoss, as any race really, your main is saturated quite quickly, and you can, if you want to, send a probe out. You can lose 1-2 probes, and it's not huge economic damage as long as you're not in a mirror matchup. For now, though, looks like NightEnD, I mean, he's got his natural up, he's got an Adept on the way. Maybe an Adept pylon push? He does have 2 probes out on the map. I think that's perfectly viable, but only 1 gate at the moment. Oh, there's a couple more.
There we go, a few more going down now. And, of course, Warp Gate's not anywhere near done yet, so they'll probably just about sync up with Warp Gate. No, actually, they'll be doing a fair amount before, so maybe enough for NightEnD to get out 2 adepts from them before Warp Gate finishes up, and then he can warp into. But NightEnd's going for a little bit of a pylon rush again, but I don't think these two pylons are going to be in range of this hatchery.
No. I completely agree. I don't think they will be in range either. Maybe that queen, but no, not even that. Simply repositioning for those traces. And actually, the queen can start to try to box out that mothership core. All this means for now is almost nothing. There's just a little space where the Lings can't engage into NightEnD for a little while, but only one adept at the moment. This could be interesting only from the standpoint of NightEnD needs to buy himself time to get a decent count here. And so that may be how you buy yourself time. You have a little bubble of the defense, but back at home, you're going to be in jeopardy.
Yeah, a little bit. NoregreT's trying to send some Lings around for a counterattack, because he knows he can't really do anything here. NightEnD reinforcing his forward position. He's going to have the warp gate there for the very fast warp ins. And warp gate is finished up, so morphing these up. NightEnD is actually up to 6 gateways now. So he's going to be morphing in a ton of adepts at a time. Photon Overcharge helps out against a couple of Lings, and as NightEnD morphs up that gateway, first round of adepts is going to be warped in.
Yeah, but here back at home for NightEnD, he's got to defend out of something, and actually just probes are enough, I guess, right there. Third base, though, is now going to be tested. 16 Lings are on the way. There's a couple Lings already out, but still, this third base is going to be focused down. NoregreT trying to save as many workers, as many queens as he can, and here the Lings flooding in. There's a second Photon Overcharge and third. These Photon Overcharges are good, but are they enough?
Yes.
Wow, yep.
Yes, they are.
Completely.
Triple Photon Overcharge demolishes those Lings. And did he even lose an adept? He's lost. Okay, he's lost 3 adepts now, so probably he did lose an adept there, but these roaches even, one of them's going to almost die solely to those 2 Photon Overcharges. I don't think those 4 roaches and the queen are enough to hold off all these adepts here from NightEnD, but actually is more pile in all the time. That Photon Overcharge is doing a ton of damage on that queen, but NoregreT surges back with a bunch of Lings and a whole load of roaches, and NightEnD might be pushed back here.
Yeah, there is a second Photon Overcharge there. Finally, it is used. And NightEnD, though, even if he's pushed back, he's forced out a ton of units. And man, this third base has not been useful for a while. Just been the point of contention. NightEnD can snipe it. That is fantastic for himself. He only lost, in all, he's lost 1 probe, which was at home with the Ling run by. So for now, I mean, NightEnD, there's the third base sniped. But now he's got to be careful. There's the Broodlings along with his fight. There's the 1 Photon Overcharge, but I think there's enough adepts here to negate it, not even matter.
Yeah, the adepts are certainly doing some serious damage. Another warp in of 2 adepts. Just going to split some of the units off from NoregreT's main forces, but NightEnD has a serious force of adepts here, and the backbone, those roaches, the bit of the force that can actually really deal with the adepts is slowly getting focused down. A transfuse whiffs! That could have been such a big deal there for NoregreT, but now all the Lings are gone, all the main DPS this force. The roach tanking is shortly about to fizzle out with just 1 left. Last queen dies, and NoregreT has 10 Lings on the way, but that's nowhere near enough to deal with these adepts.
Yep, and off the back of that, NoregreT, he's not been able to force out as many roaches as he'd like because he does not quite have the gas for it. Trying to get more gas, but I think it's just way too late. This main base is going to be, maybe not decimated. I was expecting more drones to go down, but even so, the natural base, more drones are going to go down there. Once those adepts teleport, I guess shade teleport, whatever you want to call it, but there they are. 10 workers have gone down in the past couple seconds, 13 at all, but third has been destroyed. So many Lings. I can't look at it right now because I don't have that overlay, but that in itself is astronomical.
Yeah, and NoregreT is really not dealing with the shade all that well. He's just running his workers around at the minute. But NightEnD, 1 more shade will get him down to the natural base to join up with his reinforcements. And you know what? He actually doesn't even have to. He can kill the units up here. And yeah, he's actually going to kill quite a few of these adepts down here. But NightEnD is just doing harass, running interference at the minute. As he techs up behind this, going towards that Twilight Council. He can get the Adept Shield upgrade and start really amassing a serious force. Although, you know, the aggression is over for now, but it's still going to be difficult for NoregreT to actually secure this third base.
And there's still 2 Photon Overcharges. I mean, if NightEnD really wanted to just be annoying, he can do that. Looks like he will do that for the case. Roaches will be able to kill it. Mothership Core can teleport home. Remember, Mass Recall is only 50 energy now, but still, I mean, these Adepts, still wreaking havoc wherever they can and really kind of pulling NoregreT apart. For now, though, NoregreT's saying it's that point where it's the Terran keeps dropping you, or whoever, they keep harassing you, and you got to make the decision. Do I be safe? Do I hold back? Do I defend? Or do you go and do you just throw everything you got? And that's the decision. NoregreT is throwing everything he has at his opponent. Thankfully, NightEnD did not teleport home. He'll have some foot and overcharges. There are 3 pylons there, but still, no adepts. DT Shrine is on the way.
He has 10 army supply to 38. NightEnd's going to try and hold here with a bunch of Photon overcharges. But yeah, actually, I think it might be enough. It's going to be tough for him to actually get up into this main base, but the roaches help out a lot. And NightEnD desperately trying to warp in. He might just be able to do it. He might be able to whittle down this roach force enough.
Yeah, DT Shrine's still 40 seconds away, but the 5 gateways should be able to warp in a couple more adepts here when NightEnD wants to. Most of his economy went into that Dark Shrine, getting it out. But at the moment, NightEnD, I mean, he is down 9 workers, but I don't really think that's huge here. All he's got to do is defend right here, and they're kind of evened up. And NoregreT has lost a lot here, but it's kind of dicey, and who honestly has lost more?
Yeah, NightEnD has enough energy for another Photon overcharge now, which should be able to clear up the rest of these roaches. A lot of them on red health. I'd like to see NightEnD actually attacking with those workers runs running on. Oh, actually, another force of Lings coming in. That might put the nail in the coffin finally for NightEnD. I think he just committed a little too much to his aggression, just a tiny bit too long. But 1DT is actually going to go across the map and try and do some damage for NightEnD rather than staying home to defend. So this means NightEnD he's lost a lot of workers. 5 left here.
Yeah, and there's not another DT warp in, or at least not enough minerals at home to warp in that to defend. 22 have been killed, and all you guys can see in the bottom left-hand corner. Now even more are going down. There's only 1 worker left, and that is in the main, mining some gas. No DT is viable, at least makeable yet, and this is the hope. This is the Protoss hope right here, and I don't think it's enough because, dang, NoregreT is not going to lose that game. There he is surrounding that 1 spore, everything he's got, and good job. Wasn't a GG, wasn't a well played, it was good job. NoregreT.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to support the ASL by hitting the button now.